Good afternoon, everyone. I am LV Kaitor of BSED 2A. So today I will be manipulating the PhET simulation. First, we are going to find the Google. After that, uh, we are going to search PhET simulation and tap the PhET. As we open PhET simulation, we can see a lot of choices in which there are physics, math, chemistry, earth and space, also biology. But my choice is this physics. We will focus on physics. Then we are going to find topics, and my topics is all about states of matter basics. We are going to tap. Then, now we have an example of atoms, molecules, the neon, argon, oxygen, and water. So I will choose the water. Water in the states of solid states. So if I am going to add heat or I'm going to apply heat to this water, it absorbs the energy, which is used to break the hydrogen bonds holding the water molecules in the rigid crystalline structure. As the temperature rises, the ice begins to melt. The added energy increases the kinetic energy of the water molecules, allowing them to move more freely. If the temperature is sufficiently very high, ice can also sublimate, meaning it can transition directly from a solid to a gas. If I am going to cool down this water, then the temperature drops. The water begins to freeze, the kinetic energy of the molecules decreases that allow the hydrogen bonds to form more easily, creating the hexagonal lattice structure of ice. It also allows water molecules to arrange their structure. This arrangement is less dense than liquid water, which is why ice floats in water. As you can see, the formation is less dense. Next, we have the water within a liquid states. If I will going to add heat or if I'm going to apply heat to a liquid water, the kinetic energy of water molecules increases. This means that molecules move faster and collide more frequently with each other. The increased movement causes the water to expand slightly, become less dense. As the temperature rises, some of the water molecules gain enough energy to overcome the intermolecular forces holding them in the liquid. If I am going to cool down this water, then the kinetic energy of the molecules is also decreases. The molecules move more slowly and collide less frequently. The decreased kinetic energy allows the water molecules to form hydrogen bonds more easily. During this cooling process, especially when water freezes, latent heat is also released. This is heating process in which the molecules are not moving na. As you can see, hindi na talaga siya nagmo-move kasi they are being cooled down. Next is the water in a state of gas. So as you can see in the first phase, kahit gas na siya is talagang hindi na compact yung mga molecules niya. Pero pag i-add natin yung heat, as we apply heat to the water, the kinetic energy of the water molecules increases, and the molecules is also excite. This is because the molecules have more energy and more moving rapidly, which increases the frequency and force of collisions with the walls of any container. If I'm going to cool down this water in a gas states, the kinetic energy of the molecules decreases. The molecules move more slowly and collide less frequently, causing the water vapor to contract. When water vapor cools, it can condense into liquid water. This happens when the temperature drops below the dew point, causing the air to become saturated with water vapor. The cold water vapor loses energy and transitions back into the liquid phase. Talagang medyo pahina na yung movement ng atoms and molecules, and then nagko-cool down na siya, nagiging compact na ang kanilang atoms and molecules. And that's it for my topic. Thank you.